Hello, hello. Good morning. If you're watching this part of the video, you're watching the replay, make sure to use hashtag replay so I can thank you so much for watching. If you want to be notified anytime I go live, all you need to do, press down on my face, hit follow, ring the bell. And if another presenter shared this video with you, please make sure you go back and you shop with her. For those of you new here, welcome. My name is Katie. I'm a wife, I'm a mom, and I work full-time. I love makeup and skincare. I truly believe every single woman wants to look and feel her best, and I have the tools and the resources to help you get there. Hello, welcome. I just used my Prime and Set Mist as my setting product. It says Prime and Set. How cool is that? Multi-purpose product. I love this continuous mist. I definitely recommend checking it out, especially if you like a product that is like a multitasking product. This is it. It primes and it sets. You just mist it all over the face. You want to let that dry, let it kind of absorb into the skin for a couple of minutes or so before you go in with your foundation. Okay, so I was watching, what was I watching? I think I was on TikTok or Instagram. I was watching some kind of reel, some kind of video, and she literally used concealer or some type of like a cream and applied it all at once, and that was her foundation. I have like an itch right here on my eye. I apologize if I keep scratching it. Let me check, make sure I don't have an eyelash in there as I like rub my eye. Yikes. Anyway, no eyelash, just an itchy inner corner eye. Sorry about that. Anyway, she used a sponge, which you all, if you've watched my videos before, you know I'm not super crazy about sponges, but I want to give this technique a try. And I thought, what better day to do it than today? I'm off work. And if it looks crazy weird, we're having family over later, and it will be okay. All right, so I'm going to go in with some eye primer. I'm rubbing way too hard because my eye itches. I'm like trying to itch it. Okay. Eye primer, great at really allowing those pigments to pop, prevent them from creasing, holding them in place all day long. All right, so I'm going to use this technique. That Prime and Set Mist is dry. Really quick. Before I forget any of this, first of all, beauty box. 9 full-size products, $99, plus you get $99 Younique cash to use on any future purchase. So if you're interested in that, make sure you say beauty box in the comments below. You're going to get to try the mask. You're going to get a lip gloss, a Hottie lip plumper, a 4D mascara, either a Twisted or Epic mascara, a liquid shadow in Reverent, and then your choice of either a liquid liner, a pencil liner, or a brow thing. You're going to get the half-size bottle of rose water. And then, like I said, that $99 Younique cash. So if you're interested in that, make sure you just say beauty box in the comments below. The monthly special, buy any 3 kind of face complexion products, including the Prime and Set Mist, including the concealer I'm about to show you. Get 20% savings, 4 or more, 25% savings. If you're interested in that, make sure you say special in the comments below. All right, so let's get into this Skin Solution Concealer. A couple of years ago, Younique started to come out with foundation products that have a little bit of skincare mixed in with them. And it's been a while since I've talked about the concealer. So I'm just going to go to the website. There's this page called a fact sheet. And then more recently, they've kind of added these tidbits down at the bottom. But for example, this concealer, you all, it has caffeine, hyaluronic acid, vitamin E, and squalene. All right. Hyaluronic acid is really great for hydration. Caffeine helps with like that plumping of the skin. So again, the concealer, if you are wanting to use it like a foundation, you're going to want to use a shade that is like your natural foundation color. So you put eye primer before the foundation. I think it depends on what you're doing. Okay. I kind of go back and forth. I like to put on all of my primers at the beginning and then go in with either my foundation or my eye makeup. All right. I think the only time I may wait to put on eye primer is if I want to do like a full face of makeup. And then I want to make sure that I really have that primer and I'm not getting any foundation or whatever. I don't know. You know what? Ixnay that. I like to just put on all my primers first, then go in with my foundation, go in with my eye makeup. I like to let that primer set for a few minutes. Great question. Okay. Taffeta. This is the shade that I wear most of the time. This is like my foundation shade. All right. If you want to use a concealer as a contour, you're going to want to go several shades darker. So I'm going to be using Cashmere for my contour. If you want to kind of help brighten up the under eyes and you struggle with dark circles, you're going to want to go with maybe a shade lighter and something that has a little bit of a pink tint to it. I got some really good sleep last night. I'm not going to lie. So I'm actually going to use a shade lighter than Taffeta. It's called Velour. All right. So this is the technique. We're going to go into this. My eye is still itching like crazy. I'm going to take the concealer, you all, is very, very, very pigmented. A little bit goes a long way. So when you see me literally just put a little tiny drop, like very little, okay? Very, very little. You're going to be like, what is she doing? A little bit goes a long way. All right. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my taffeta where I want to kind of put my foundation kind of through this area. Okay. Then I'm going to go in with my contour color and I'm going to dab that. So I like to contour from my hairline right along here, like so. All right. Then I like to go right underneath my chin to help give the appearance of a fuller lip. I'm going to kind of go on the side of the nose here. And then I like to go right along my hairline to give myself a 4-head instead of a 5-head. Like that. Again, this is my first time trying this technique, so we'll see how it goes. I'm going to go a little bit more with taffeta as my foundation. I'm going to do a little highlighting down the nose in Velour. Like this. Okay, then I'm going to go in with taffeta here right underneath that cashmere, and then I'm going to take cashmere along the jawline. All right, so again, this is my first time doing this technique. I watched some kind of like TikTok or reel of some kind. I was like, ooh, I wonder if this actually works. So you take a damp blending bud, all right, and what I'm going to do, this is my Younique one. I'm going to start with the lighter pigment first, all right? And I'm going to just kind of start pressing that and dabbing it into the skin. So start with the lighter shade first. Go right underneath the eye there. And I'm just pressing, I'm just bouncing that blending bud. It is damp. All right. It is damp, damp, damp. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the next lightest, which is that taffeta. So I'm going to try to avoid all the spots where the cashmere is. Okay, so I'm not going to go all the way up there. I'm blending, 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 just with that blending bud by dabbing it into the skin. Okay, I'm not going along the hairline. I'm going to go now down here. And this is in place of using like a foundation. The concealer, I would say, is going to give you a little bit more of a satin finish. How does that look? Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you ever FaceTime with someone to teach? Great question. I can definitely set up a time to help you if there's something specific. But I personally, all right, so now I'm going in with that darker, that cashmere, okay? I love to, if you have questions, guarantee there is a whole host of women that have those same questions. So I love when you send me messages asking questions. And then what I do is I can talk about them in the videos. So then that way everybody can reap from that. But I can definitely help if there are specific questions. Just send me a message, let me know, and we can talk specifics. I'm not a makeup artist, so these are just different techniques, like I said, that I've seen on YouTube. I'm blending now that darker color right along the jaw. That actually gives you a chin. I'm just taking that blending bud and blending. So let me know what you think. Did this turn out good? Should I do it again? I'm like sweating. That was hard work. That was a lot of like dabbing with that blending bud. I'm not used to all that. I'm going to use the dry side now, kind of pick up any excess. Let me get the mirror out. I'm going to really take a look. How does this look? This looks really good. This looks really good. I'm loving this technique. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Prime and Set powder. All right, this is one of the newer setting products that Younique has come out with. It's called the Touch Behold Prime and Set powder. It kind of has a cooling effect whenever you put it on the skin. It does have a shelf life, you all. Mother is calling me. Let me decline. All right, so I'm going to take my setting powder brush. I'm going to tap the bottom. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to just set this concealer now with some powder. Woo! I'm like dusting it everywhere. But this is going to help absorb any oils that your skin may produce throughout the day that can cause your makeup to break down. It's going to give me a little bit more of a matte finish. And it's really, like I said, it's going to help hold that foundation in place. Okay, so it has no color match. It's translucent. And you just can dust it on. And then I like to, especially if I want my makeup to stay in place all day long, I'm going to go in with my Prime and Set mist again to help set my makeup. So there you have it. There is my real replay, I guess, or attempt, and I'm very pleased with how this turned out. So let me know what you think. Does this look good? Would you try this where you take several different shades of concealer and start blending with the lightest shade with your blending bud? I'd love to hear from you. Let me know. But again, these are part of the September special. Just say special in the comments below. I'll talk to you soon. Bye, everyone.